Head on over to our affiliates at inkgaming.com to pick up playmats, deck boxes, sleeves, anything that you need to get your game night going. Maybe even get yourself a custom playmat. Check out the link in the description below.
I will take poison.
You take toxic and commander damage and 2 life used. Oh, someone gets a 5/5 dragon.
No, that was the last one.
Oops.
This is
creatures I control get +0/+2 and trample.
Till end of turn only though, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Good thing everything is
Smaller?
astronomically smaller than it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Rebound
my
and then
other one?
Yeah, I'm burning your orphanage down, so to speak.
That is horrible. Time to go to Shasha Foothills? Parasha Foothills. It's better when it's closer to my eyes. You were hanging by a thread, so you're okay, is what he just said.
And 2 more entered the battlefield.
It's not going to see the tokens entering the battlefield attacking because they're already attacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't have the
It
attack
happened
trigger.
at one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fights Koloth, Forge Master, and Throne of Geth will proliferate. Right. I didn't do this.
just
Remember
came
that?
out.
It was
Okay.
Ken who did
Yes.
that, not
Yeah, we'll see
Chris.
what happens on your next turn.
Roll a cleaner dice.
He's at 2, and he's very close to Commander Death.
I don't know that I can punch through his blockers.
Oh, good point.
Let's roll.
Yeah.
6 or 9, you
6.
choose.
16.
13.
Hey, Ken got it.
Yay, not less.
Nice.
I don't care if I win, as long as I don't battle best.
All right. Today we're playing the Planechase. Playing the cards, doing the thing. Our first plane is going to be Sokenzan. It's Kamigawa. All creatures get +1/+1 and have haste.
Oh.
I want mulligan.
And
I am not happy with my hand.
And for the chaos or the
Someone's going to end up with a poison
the-
counter turn 1.
yeah, the chaos or the rickroll as we call it. Whenever you rickroll, untap all creatures that attack this turn. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. So
You don't say.
going on my board right here.
Do you have the poison counter tokens?
Yes.
Do you want to give everyone one now?
Yeah,
just
might
in
as
case something happens before we have to scramble for it later?
Yeah.
We haven't even introduced our commanders.
Yeah, but when
It's
you said
already
haste and
scary.
this thing has toxic, I was like, this is important.
And it's a 1-drop.
Yeah, I was like, this is important.
Okay, so today I'll be playing from new All Is One Skrelv Defector Mite. Defector Mite, yes. It's a 1-drop Phyrexian Mite. It's a 1/1 with Toxic 1. Skrelv Defector Mite can't block. Pay a Phyrexian mana or white mana. Tap it. Choose a color. Another target creature you control gains Toxic 1 and Hexproof from that color until end of turn. It can't be blocked by creatures of that color this turn.
Mono white.
Mono white.
Okay,
This is kind of
With haste.
I want to upgrade this some more, but
I'll be
Not there
playing mono blue and Donal Herald of Wings. And it is a 3/3. Whenever I cast a non-legendary creature with flying, I may copy it. Except the copy is a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types. I do this only once each turn. So hoping to make copies of, well, everything. Because everything's flying here.
Now I'm digging back to the classics for Zurgo Helm Smasher. He's a 5-drop haste. Zurgo Helm Smasher attacks each combat if able. He has indestructible as long as it's my turn, and whenever a creature is dealt damage by Zurgo and dies, put a 1/1 counter on Zurgo.
And it has haste because of the plane we're on.
good old Zurgo.
Yeah,
What?
double haste.
Just a bunch of equipment, like a lot of Voltron on him, or
Yeah, get up there and try to kill with commander damage.
scary.
Speaking of big commanders, since I heard we were traveling through the blind eternities, I brought Emrakul, the Promised End. She's a 13/13 Eldrazi. She costs 13 to cast, but she costs 1 less to cast for each card type among cards in my graveyard. Whenever I cast Emrakul, I gain control of target opponent during that player's next turn. After that turn, that player takes an extra turn. She also has just a few keywords: flying, trample, protection from instants.
All right, everybody, drawn and
Quarter.
got your hand.
Oh yeah.
All right. I guess I'll kick things off since I rolled the highest.
Oh yeah.
Gosh,
Yeah, that's what
am I
that
gonna do?
means usually.
Is this what they mean by off to the races?
Yes. Draw.
Off to the chase.
I'll play a plains. I'll tap it. Obviously, I'm gonna cast Skrelv, Defector Mite. All right. Who do I fear the most?
Really?
You knew this was coming.
Hey, tell you what. Why don't you roll the planar dice first?
I'm gonna do
Good
that on my
try.
second main. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's being fair. I like it.
2, 3.
Even
Sorry,
more-
Dan.
even
Coming
more
at
now.
you. 1.
Boo.
He's not sorry.
Toxic. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. And now I'll roll.
Wrong game.
I'll roll the.
1 damage.
Planar
one,
dice?
One poison.
How
Blank.
unfortunate.
Blank.
Oh no.
And pass.
All right. I will draw. I will play an island. I do not have 1 drop. Oh boy. Scary. Very scary.
Oh no, you lose 2, Dan. Because they get +1/+1 and haste, right, Ken?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a 2/2.
No.
Still 1
Yep.
toxic.
Well, 2 commanders
Yep,
still.
2 commander,
and
1
two-
toxic, yep.
Wow, that's a lot of
too
things
cool.
in one thing. All right, I'm gonna roll the planar
Don't do that.
dice. I have nothing else going on. Well, since I have nothing else going
Come
on,
on.
I'll pay 1 to roll a second time.
You guys are haters.
Something. And on that note, you may go. All right.
Sometimes nothing can be something.
In this case, it was not.
Alright, I will play a Shambling Vent.
Oh, what is that's that?
Enters the battlefield, tap for mana, pay 3, it becomes a 2/3 white-black elemental creature with lifelink until end of turn. It's still a land.
One of the newer
Man-
manlands.
Manlands.
Pretty.
Yeah.
pretty-
You gonna try to roll us away from
Yes, I
here, Dan?
am.
Come on, guys.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
No.
No.
Well, that's all
sorry,
right,
Booker T.
Okay. Guess it's up to me. I'll draw for turn. That's funny. Alright.
Well, the damage is already done. It's already out.
True. Alright. I'll start off with Reliquary Tower, and let's try to planeswalk away from here.
Let's do it.
Nope.
Yay!
Do
Try
it.
again.
Do it. Do it.
Hoi!
Oh,
What do you get?
He gets an
Nothing.
additional combat phase.
Yeah!
Oh,
yeah.
Alright.
Hey,
Just
all right,
what I
wait,
wanted.
Wait. Now go to combat.
Alright.
All right, now go to your second main. Now go to combat again.
Oh!
Now go to your second main.
Alright.
All right. What do you
I
do
told
after that?
you.
Oh, you're gonna pass.
You
yeah.
should have tried to roll it on your turn. You might have got that.
Oh man.
And also,
Maybe
chase.
Draw.
It's a risk for a reason.
All right, so I'm gonna play another plains. Big shock. I will pay 2, and I'll play a plague mirror.
This is not good.
So you got hit, so I'm coming after you and you. So 2 infect actually to you because it's this one actually is infect.
This
This
is
is 2
bad.
damage and 1 toxic to you.
You're actually not gonna lose life.
Is it
Vince.
infect and toxic?
No.
How is that?
You.
Oh, that's
Only
right, because it's
infect-
just infect. Yep,
Yes.
yes. No, we're right.
All
we're right.
infectious
You
is
lose
poison.
life.
I will take poison.
You'll poison. You take toxic and commander damage and 2 life used. Yeah.
Yep.
And then let's roll to see if I can get that second combat phase.
Uh,
All right, I'll pass. Man, I'm gonna get
tap.
piled on.
I don't know. You might be good for 3 or 4 turns. So let's see. Let's draw.
Yeah, this isn't
Play an
exactly a
island.
quick
yeah.
deck.
Yeah, I don't.
Same.
Let's
I got lucky. How about you just pass your turn?
no, we're gonna.
Yeah!
Yeah.
It doesn't
Oh,
change
man.
anything, but
I mean, it might. Maybe I flipped the board wave. We are going to Morphic Tide, a phenomenon, so it will do.
Something's about to happen.
When you encounter Morphic Tide, each player shuffles all permanents he or she owns into his library. See? Not bad.
All
All right.
permanents.
That's
And
fine.
And then what happens?
The game
Vince?
just started. It's okay.
No, it's not.
Then reveals that many cards from the top of his or her
Oh,
library.
okay.
Each player puts all artifact, creature, land, and planeswalker cards revealed this way onto the battlefield. Then does the same for enchantment cards. Then puts all cards revealed this way that weren't put onto the battlefield on the bottom of his or her library. So I believe you do this, but only for as many permanents as you have.
Yes.
For
So
four.
Ken gets 4.
Yeah.
You will
So-
get 2.
so
Dan
since
and I
I-
will both get 1.
Got here, I will just do it first.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go in turn order. Make
So
it
what I
simpler.
will do is into my library and shuffle, and then I will reveal 2 cards
2. Yep.
and see what happens.
Okay. All right.
All right,
All right,
so
Vince.
I reveal the top 2 because I had 2 permanents, and we have Island, which is
Keep.
in the first thing, and second one is Favorable Winds, which is an
Ooh.
enchantment, which is in the second part, which is still going to come out for me because I
Yep.
only had 2 things.
Nice.
What
So
doesn't
creatures-
come out? Instance?
Instants and sorceries.
Yeah.
Those go to the bottom.
But enchantments
so-
is in the second wave of the going through it. So creatures I control with flying get +1/+1, so that'll come in handy later.
All right, Dan. What do you
And
got?
To you.
I hope it's a mana.
Yay!
We've been saved. How about me? Ooh, I got a Mind Stone.
I would have taken that. That doesn't
Yeah, that's
mana.
not awful.
All right, I get.
How about you,
I
Ken?
get 4 in total. So, pull out Forge Master.
This is
Wow.
It's a
Rough.
construct that's a 3/5. Sacrifice 3 artifacts, search your library for an artifact card, and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Number 2, Amenya. Number 3, oh, that goes to the bottom. And
Aha!
Faith's Reward. And number 4 is Throne of Geth.
I think you've been rewarded. So
This is rough.
Sacrifice an artifact, proliferate.
well, me and Dan are in
So
trouble.
Faith's
Oh,
Reward goes
and me too. Yeah.
goes to the bottom, and
And moving on.
reveal that.
I'm just kind of mad that
New
I
plane.
played my land before I lost it. I could have.
Yeah.
Reveal the new plane.
What's the new plane, Vince?
You wouldn't have been able to flip as much.
True, but we're gonna go to Shiv,
Ow.
and this is Dominaria. All creatures have fire breathing, basically, and whenever you roll, you get a 5/5 red creature. See, that's the
Oh,
one I
yeah,
always.
I could've
this
used
is the one
this
that always
one.
screws me over. See,
Yeah.
you get a dragon. I will be rolling. Need a dragon. I don't want to die soon.
Oh,
Come on, show me dragon. Well, never mind. Sorry, Shiv's
Where are
gone.
we now?
Was fun while it lasted.
Well,
A glimmer of hope.
we are now at the Great Forest, which is in Lorwyn.
It's alright.
Each creature assigns
4
combat
stars.
damage equal to its toughness rather than power.
But
Still Ken's doing good with all these. Whenever you rickroll, creatures you control get +0/+2 and gain trample till end of turn. Before we get too used to that, I will tap my last mana because this is all I can do, so I might as well roll again. And never mind. And I guess go.
That was a pretty impactful turn, Vince.
It was
that was great.
interesting.
Thank you.
Something that would have never happened otherwise.
Let's see.
It's true.
I will play a Clifftop Retreat, which enters the battlefield tapped unless I control a mountain or plain. And I got nothing else going on, so it's fine.
She got that poison count. Don't forget to tap here. Oh, someone gets a
What'd I get?
5/5 dragon.
No, that was the last
Oh,
one.
oops.
This
Yeah,
current
creatures I
one-
control get +0/+2 and trample.
Till
Oh,
end of
boy.
turn only though, so that's
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Well, I guess
You gotta have 2 for the next 3.
Yeah, I'm aware.
all right.
Okay.
This has been a great journey through the multiverse.
Great Forest.
Traversing the plane.
Alright, draw for turn. Well, this surprisingly, this actually doesn't like slow me down at all. I'll play Urza's Mine, and then I will pay 2 to kick Everflowing Chalice once. Gets a charge counter. It taps to add colorless for every charge counter.
Which is only one. You should have held on to it for a while.
Tap a soul ring.
You should have held on to it until like turn 9. It could
Well,
have been big.
well, I also could have put it out early when you hit that phenomenon. I could have got more stuff, but it's all right. Go ahead.
Phenomenons are cool, but man, they can really, really mess
It
up.
got rid of his infect, but it didn't.
Not cool, bro.
So,
Alright, I will play a
just hope he
plains.
just
Okay, I will pay one. I will cycle. Basic land cycle and Ash Barrens. I'll discard this, search my library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into my hand, and then shuffle my library.
I'm okay with taking an infect
So
if you
do
sacrifice this artifact for this.
Is this politicking at the table?
You know, it's like reminding someone to roll the dice in case they forgot. I'm reminding him he can sacrifice this into this.
That's very thoughtful of you, Vince.
You can also sacrifice this into this. Man, would that be nice?
Well, you're actually not down, so I will swing at you for 3 with this.
Who's not what?
You're.
I have the most amount of poison counters.
Well, you still have the
he doesn't
highest
have,
life
It doesn't
relative.
have infect or anything.
So you
So
can't
it's just 3.
So it's 5.
Now you're losing.
Oh, it's attacking for 5. Oh, it attacks with his butt. Right.
Yep.
Yep. Should have done this before,
This is your second main that we're already.
Yeah, he's at-
yeah, because I
Alright.
basically
Okay, we're just
attacked.
Okay.
Let me.
Everything resolved is just flying through. Just to
Yeah.
Make sure we were.
So now we go to Bant, Alora. All creatures have Exalted. Whenever a creature attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each instance of Exalted amongst its creature's controller. Rickroll, whenever you Rickroll, put a divinity counter on target green, white, or blue creature. That creature is indestructible as long as it has a divinity counter. So,
How divine.
Banned. Alright, and I pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Oh boy. I will play an island. That's for sure.
Ho ho.
Really wanted to wait to put this out until my commander is up, but I feel like I need to prevent damage, so I will cast Fog Bank.
Ooh.
It is Defender, but it is a 1/3 because it is flying.
Mm.
I only have one of them. And I will roll one time. And
You could put a divinity. Oh, it's a green, white, or blue creature. That
Yeah.
creature gets indestructible as long as it has a divinity counter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
Your special divinity.
so I prevent all
counter.
combat damage that would be dealt to it, and it's
Yeah.
indestructible.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty-
one tough little wall.
Pretty tough defender.
Yeah.
It's hard to stab Fog, I guess.
And it's flying.
To you.
And it's indestructible. This is terrible.
I'm losing.
See, loss.
I will play a mountain. I will tap 3 for a dark steel ingot.
I feel like I only have 2 of these, okay?
And let's go somewhere.
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you can put a Divinity counter. Never mind.
On his creatures, yes.
Other
This
side.
has been such a heavy
Damn it.
creature game.
That was super interference.
It's fine.
He triggered the mouse trap.
Ref? No. No
I was
ref.
just, you know.
What, do you want me to roll it again? Is that
No,
what you're
no,
saying?
That's up to you because of how.
Oh, in that case.
Okay. It just felt like you hit like literally every dice and card and phone on the table.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's like I should have brought my dice tower.
That would help.
You probably.
Alright, I'll untap,
7.
draw. Let's go with Forge of Heroes. Tap Sad Colorless, or I can tap it. Choose target commander that entered the battlefield this turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on it if it's a creature, and a loyalty counter on it if it's a planeswalker. And fun fact, I don't have to choose my commander.
It's true.
Alright, I'll tap for 4 mana and cast. Where'd it go? Treasure Keeper. It was shiny.
Yeah, how'd you miss it?
Distracted him. So shady.
When it dies, reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal a non-land card with mana value 3 or less. I may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put all revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom of my library in a random order.
Roll the die. Make it indestructible.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Wait, can I even? It's not a blue, green, or white creature.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Nope.
And it also doesn't matter
Go ahead.
because you roll Folios.
Tap. Draw. Hey guys, I drew. Okay.
Treasure Keeper's like sad robots, like
Play
Lost
a-
Cousin.
Play a plains.
Depressed robot.
Alright, I'm gonna pay 3, and I will play Atrax's Skitterfang.
Yeah.
It's a Phyrexian insect, and it's a 2/2. Attracts the Skitterfang, enters the battlefield with 3 oil counters on it. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may remove an oil counter from Atrax's Skitterfang. When you do, target creature you control gains your choice of flying, vigilance, death touch, or lifelink until end of turn. So I will remove a counter from here. Go down to 2. It's going to gain vigilance until end. No, it's going to gain lifelink. And it's going to get +1/+1 from Exalted. Oh, you know, before I go into... Oh wait, it doesn't matter because it's a...
Colorless.
It's an colorless. So, anyways, it's going to gain vigilance. It's going to attack Dan for 4.
Ooh.
Does the Exalted apply to all of your creatures from the plane?
Yeah, whenever a creature... It says all creatures have Exalted.
Okay, so it'll actually get
Oh.
+2.
Yeah, because they each have the
Okay, so 3, 4... It's a 5.
4, 5,
Yeah.
5.
It's a gain 2.
Only
Yeah.
once. Only twice. 5 damage.
So it's a 5/7. And
6 is out of the
to
question.
follow up with all this mana, I'm going to pass.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
much mana.
Untap, upkeep,
Hey, this
draw.
benefited me amazingly. I'm not rolling anything. I was going to.
We'll just do your bidding.
Yeah.
Play an island. Surprise. I will play... I'll pay 2 for military intelligence. Whenever I attack with 2 or more creatures, I draw a card. Maybe that'll come into play later. I am going to roll. And I believe I can pay 1 and roll it.
Well, we can see where your defense spending is going.
Yeah. Okay, well...
An indestructible, impervious wall of fog.
Yeah, it's a mean...
Yeah, swing at it, the wall goes...
There's a bank I would not mess with. You can go, Dan.
Line for that bank's going up.
Interest.
Definitely got interest with that divinity counter.
Paying dividends over there.
I will play a Smoldering Marsh. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands, which I do.
These 2. Oh, it's 5.
Yeah.
We're looking at the
Oh,
plan.
no! Here it comes.
Too little, too late.
Now everybody has creatures, and we'll never get a plane that cares about creatures ever again.
It's got Exalted. He's going to give himself +1/+1.
There is a
That's
phenomenon
hit.
in Bornwhite. It can happen.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Well,
the dice don't
0,
really
1, 2,
attack.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
How big is he?
7-2.
8.
Oh, 8?
Exalted.
8.
Exalted.
That's right, I
Yep.
forgot. 8-3.
2.
8-3. Good one.
Okay.
They only recommend you change your oil every 3,000 miles.
I am going to
He went
block,
like 3 miles.
but before damage, I'm going to sacrifice an artifact and proliferate, so you guys will go up.
Are you going to put another Divinity counter of Indestructible on my fog bank?
Double infinity.
Alright, I went up.
Is it trample?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
But he does get a 1/1 counter off of that.
Actually, wait, how's he worded? Does he have to kill the creature?
Whenever a creature dealt damage by Zurgo Helm Smasher this turn dies.
Yeah.
You didn't deal damage. to
I
the
dealt
creature.
it damage.
No. Before blockers.
Oh, that's right, he did
he
sacrifice
sacked it.
it.
It's a load of
Yeah.
horse.
That's
Yeah. Rules.
Poison
Stacking.
counters,
Yeah.
actually.
It's it'll be okay, I think.
Yeah.
If you can keep doing that.
He didn't give it poison counters, Dave.
He,
No,
he
just
proliferated.
He just
our poison
proliferated,
counters.
yeah.
You guys, yeah.
Alright, that didn't do anything.
Alright, tippity tap, draw. Ooh, this is a fun card. I'll play War Room as my land for turn. Pay 3, tap, pay life equal to the number of colors in my commander's color
Question.
identity. Draw a card. Yes, sir.
I thought it was declare blockers, damage dealt, then before it dies you sacrifice it.
That was an old
Yeah.
way combat used to have a stack of its own for dealing damage and then activating effects. With the current damage setup, it's declare blockers. Then before damage is dealt,
You can before damage
you can
is
do
dealt, sacrifice or
when you have priority, you can do things
respond
like
to a
sacrifice
thing.
it with effects and stuff like that. When we go to actually dealing damage, all damage and stuff gets applied simultaneously. And there's no chance for you to actually do anything during that step.
That's dumb. I want my 1/1 counter.
Sorry, Dan, I didn't keep my Forge of Heroes open for you. That would have helped you
You
too.
may get it at some point. I don't think it's gone forever.
What?
You might get.
Well, I didn't get it from that.
I know. I just have a feeling it's still gonna happen.
I'm gonna just be a little cautious here. I'm gonna activate War Room. I'll play 0 life since my commander has no colors in their color identity to draw a card.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'll keep the Treasure Keeper back and try to roll. I came prepared. All right, go ahead, Ken.
Alright, untap. Upkeep draw. Pay 3, and I'll play Phyrexian Atlas.
So good.
Adds 1 mana of any color, and Corrupted. Whenever Phyrexian Atlas becomes tapped, each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters loses a life. I'm gonna roll for planes. Nothing. I'm gonna tap this to roll again. Nothing. And then Vince loses a life because he has 3
That
poison
is
counters.
bums.
And that's my turn.
Did you miss a land drop?
You might have.
Well, I had 2 out, and I had more in my hand, and then we did the shuffle.
I got you.
away.
I was just.
So you missed a land drop.
Yes, I did.
Take the victories where we can get them, right?
That's what I was getting. You guys suck. I will untap my land. Draw for turn. I will play a land, which is an island, because you know.
You land, I land, we land.
I think the play here would be to tap all 4 for my commander,
Ooh.
which is Donal, Hero of Wings. It's a 3/3. Whenever I cast a non-legendary creature spell with flying, I may copy it. Except the copy is a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types. I can only do this once per turn.
Sure, it's not Donald.
Vince, out of effort of diplomacy, I would like to use my Forge of Heroes to give Donal a +1/+1 counter.
He's asking for a fave.
I will.
There are favorable wins on our side.
He's doing it. He's not asking me if I want it. He did it.
Oh, I know he did
I'm
it.
just gonna say thank you, and
Not cool,
we
bro.
will keep that up here.
Wow.
I'm going to roll my free time for the Rick roll, see what happens. And nothing happens.
That's the thing.
So,
That's a
that being said, my only and I will pass turn to you, Dan.
Oh boy. I feel like I'm gonna get ganked.
Zurgo is right.
Yeah, it's coming at me again.
Oh, you know it. If there was
You
ever
kind of
a
deserve
thought.
it.
What?
After your
guys are
amazing
too-
opening.
Besides, even if it wasn't going to go after you, I can block it, so... It'd be a
Chris?
I really think you could.
He's got an indestructible
indestructible
fall.
fog bank that pretty much means go
Yeah,
after
you
someone
do.
else.
Yeah.
Don't waste your attack on me.
If you want to grow Zurgo, you can always attack me, Dan. I'll definitely block and not do anything with my Treasure Keeper.
Come on, guys.
Uh,
Come on, guys.
I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vampiric Embrace.
Ooh.
And it begins.
2/2 and flying.
Oh.
Oh.
Well.
Is that just flavor text on this?
Whenever a creature successfully dealt damage by enchanted creature this turn is put into a graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on enchanted creature. So if he kills something, he gets 2 1/1 counters.
So right now it is a 9/4, but if you attack, it still would... It would have 10.
Yeah.
This flies, this flies, this flies.
Which is why.
Oh no!
Skeleton key. But I don't have enough to equip him yet. So you're safe for a turn.
I don't know why you would come after me.
But
to
not
begin with.
me. I can't block flying.
I'm still losing.
100% screwed now.
Yeah. Alright, Ken. 10 in the air.
Ding.
Was there ever any doubt?
Commander damage.
Oh,
Better start proliferating over there, buddy.
I'm working on it. Jeez, kind of short on mana now, but I'm trying. Oh my gosh.
You're gonna be short on life in a second.
No, very short. I'm gonna probably be dead in the next 3 rounds here.
It's not necessarily true.
I think you would have been dead now.
No, I have no blockers. So, I mean, if you guys all just keep swinging at me every turn, I'm going to die pretty quick. Go ahead.
Alright. Tap, draw. That's funny. I wasn't expecting to see that this game.
Card in your deck.
Card by deck.
Fractured Power Stone.
Completely inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
in there?
He wasn't expecting to see his second Bind Stone.
Unbelievable! I only had a 1 in 99 chance of getting this card.
Well, how many cards are out technically?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Play Unknown Shores. So now I have the Lightning Bolt mana.
Oh,
Watch out!
no.
I can tap to produce any color. That's
You gotta pay one.
yeah. Well, it's only at 6. That's all right. Sure. This should be useful. Something. I'll put out Transmortifying Wand, and there's battlefield with 3 charge counters on it. I can pay 1, tap it, remove a charge counter from Transmortifying Wand, destroy target creature. Its controller creates a 2/4 white ox creature token. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery.
Ooh.
Okay, so only on your turn.
You got
Yes.
your choices of what you want not on the board.
Yes.
Yeah.
After Dan's done killing me, then you can remove Zurgo, huh?
Potentially, yes.
Jeez.
Not only you gave him an idea, he was already
Yeah.
thinking it.
I gotta find me some Swiftfoot boots.
I could also just deal with Zurgo now, but where's the fun in that? I
I
know
let him kill Ken.
I know where there is some fun though. Let's try to roll.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh. We're going places.
And there you are.
And we have landed on Lith Lake. Plane of
Sounds nice.
Arcos. At the beginning of your upkeep, put the top 10 cards of your library into your graveyard.
Oh.
My.
Glad it's not going to be my upkeep in a minute. And on
I
Chaos...
hope you roll away from this, Vince.
On Chaos, target player puts the top 10
Be
cards
that
of
bad.
their library into their graveyard.
Wow.
Middles all around.
This should be a river.
This is quite
Because of all
funny.
the milling.
Yeah. All right. Well,
boy.
speaking of milling,
I don't think it's
go ahead,
that
Ken.
bad. It's early enough where there's
Top 10?
Yeah,
Top 10.
2,
What we
3,
got?
4,
What we got?
5,
What we
6,
got?
7, 8, 9, 10.
And that is 10 planes.
Flensing Raptor, Savine's Reclamation,
Oh my god.
Complete Devotion, Incisor Glider, Soul Ring, Brought Back,
Bring it
Access
back.
Tunnel, Dune Mover,
Dune Buggy?
Planes, and a Zealot's Conviction.
Here's the funny part. He built the Savine's Reclamation, so he can get a few of those back.
Yeah.
Just one, because I can only use that once. Or is it
You cop.
3 or less? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I enter.
Now yeah.
And now
And you draw.
This is a good
Draw.
plane for Chris, though.
Okay.
Which part?
I got
This is a good plane for you.
Murex.
Makes it cheaper for you to
Wait, that
cast
happens
it.
before?
That's true. No, no. This happens during the upkeep. So untap, upkeep, then draw.
That's what I thought.
We're
Yeah. Yeah.
rolled away.
Chris
Darn.
didn't get to use it.
Well, that would have been handy.
Alright, Trail of the Mage Rings. Oh boy, this one has to do with instants and sorcery spells have rebound. Alright, I can explain that. The spell's controller exiles the spell as it resolves. If he or she casts it from his hand at the beginning of each player's next upkeep, he or she may cast that spell from exile without paying its mana cost. Rickroll. Whenever you Rickroll, you may search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Okay. So we just got here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to play Solemn Singularum. Enters the battlefield, search your library for basic land card. What do I want? I'm going to go with planes.
I wonder what it could be.
I'm going to go with the planes. If I can find... Oh, okay, there we go. There's the battlefield tapped. Then when it dies, I get to draw a card. And I will... Oh, it's tapped, so I do have this Murex. I put that out. Taps for colorless. I get to add... I can tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Activate only if Murex entered the battlefield this turn. Pay 3, tap it. Create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian mite artifact creature token with toxic 1, and this creature can't block. can't do that this turn, but Vince, you're gonna lose a life because, you lose a life because I tapped the Phyrexian Atlas.
You were the chosen one.
But I should really.
So far.
What I think I'm gonna do is
Pass.
I'm gonna sacrifice all those Zurgo and
Mm.
proliferate all your stuff.
Oh, that's bonus.
I'm going to draw a card.
Good thing you spent all that time shuffling.
I get to draw a card. So
Well, you sacrifice Solemn Simulacrum, doesn't he?
No, you draw a card
Oh,
when,
okay.
when he dies. Yep.
I can't do anything else. I have one last land that I'll tap to try to
Well, that was
Not quite.
bonk.
Yeah.
So, oh well, that interference. I will probably die to Dan.
No, I gotta bump
Not
him up a
always.
little.
Yeah,
It's not guaranteed.
he doesn't have the.
I need to get him up to 11.
Well, that and he doesn't have the exalted anymore anyway, so it's
yeah.
down one.
Yeah,
Yeah, now Dan has to do it the hard way.
I gotta pump him up 2.
Pass.
Alright. Chip.
Now you guys are at 3 poison. He's at 4. Now you guys will lose life.
Mm.
That's how I'm gonna get you. Just let me stay alive for 38 more turns. I'll be dead.
You just gotta proliferate.
I know.
You just gotta proliferate. Like that Michael Jackson song. You gotta have faith.
I was thinking Billie Jean.
I think
Ah,
I will pay 4
Smooth Criminal.
for an orphanage. That's not actually what it is. It's Honorophage. It is a 1/2 flying. Whenever I draw a card, I put a 1/1 counter on it, and I have 2 of those because of my commander.
I see what you're saying.
Oh no.
You picking up on throwing it down?
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I never would have caught that. So sorry, guys.
You're fine.
Oh, that one grows by card draw, right?
Yep.
Oh,
So it'll automatically
snickety snap.
automatically do it. It is actually a 2/3 because of my favorable wins.
Very
let's see.
favorable for you.
Usually not.
Right? Man.
And instants and sorceries have rebound.
You want that to die?
Yeah.
You want me to attack you for 4?
Sure.
Alright. I will attack you for 4.
Alright, I'll block with the Treasure Keeper. It'll die.
Dun dun dun.
All right, but what can I hit?
What's he gonna get?
Salt Monolith, I'll take it.
Cool.
Bath salt.
Mana.
Mina! Alright, I am going to roll a free time here. And that is about it.
Man, I've forgotten what this plane even does.
This one is instant and sorcery
Mm.
spells have rebound, so you get to use it a second time on your next upkeep.
Yeah.
And you get to search for an instant or sorcery if you recall. Pass to you.
Cool. Alright, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord.
Uh-oh. What does that one do again?
As long as it's my turn, creatures and planeswalkers I control have lifelink. +2, which I'm gonna do right now. Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker.
Choose from one of the many planes. Oh, there's one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it to Chris because he's in the lead there.
Fair.
And then -X, return target creature card with converted mana cost X from my graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a vampire in addition to its other types.
Do you gain that life from the Plink or no?
I think it's creatures on there, right?
Sorin,
No,
yeah,
wait.
creatures and planeswalkers I control
No,
have
no,
lifelink.
you're +2.
Yeah.
It just deals 1 damage.
Yeah, it says it deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. However, as long as it's my turn, creatures and planeswalkers
okay.
I control have life.
Okay, that's for the life. Blink.
Ah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot about
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you gained life back too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, back.
Then I'm gonna pay 2 to attach Skeleton Key to Zurgo.
What does Skeleton Key do?
Equipped creature has Skulk. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I may draw a card. If I do, discard a card.
Creatures with can't be blocked by creatures with greater power.
Yes.
Yes.
Good thing everything is
Smaller?
Astronomically smaller than it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But it's flying.
It lets you draw cards. That's it. I think that's the base.
Yeah, for some reason
for
earlier I
sure.
was thinking menace, not skull.
Well, still, you do get the card draw, which is
Yeah.
nice.
That's what I really wanted it for, was the card draw. Alright, so he is a 9/4 indestructible with lifelink. And I'm going to gain that life off of Ken.
How big?
9.
So you're at 19 commander damage,
Yeah.
and you just gained a 9?
Yeah.
Dan's at 43.
Boy, did this disable this turn.
No, it's right where we're at.
Oh my gosh.
Look, when I first started the game, I was sitting like, holy crap.
Alright, now
I'm
I
like,
get
holy
to
crap.
draw a card, and then I can discard a card.
I told you I was gonna.
I thought you were just saying things. I didn't actually think
I
it was
am
gonna
going
happen.
to
Who's this?
discard Terrace Worm.
Ooh.
Was that?
He is a 7-drop, 5/5 zombie worm with Scavenge for 7. Exile this card from your graveyard, put a number of 1/1 counters equal to this card's power on target creature, scavenge only as a sorcery.
Oh.
So next turn, I can throw 5 1/1s on Zurgo if I want.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anybody got something?
If he survives that long, which he probably won't. Let's go!
Yeah. Gee, stuff gets rebound, you said?
You need to roll.
Instance and
Oh, that's a
sorcery
good point. I
rebound,
should roll.
yes.
Nothing happened yet. Go for it. Let's try it again with a dice that just got grabbed.
Oh no.
Ooh.
What does that do?
Search your library for an instant or sorcery card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library.
Oh, cool.
Do you
That's the
have
perfect thing to do while
reveal
Chris
it?
takes his turn.
You have to reveal it. We want to know what this is.
That's fine.
We need info. Careful.
Still want to know
Instant
what it
or sorcery?
Yes.
is. And reveal it.
Boop. Yep. Trail of the Mage Rings. Oh, you said you can take your turn while he's searching. Or we gotta wait for
Well, he has to reveal it, but I mean, it's,
I like the dough, too.
He wants information. He wants information.
it's just going to get demonic tutor.
He's gonna get a card to search for a card.
Yeah, he needs to find a swamp.
Give him more time to think about what he wants to search for.
I don't even know what's in this deck.
Built in, forgot about it.
Pretty much.
Well, the good thing is he only gets to search for an instant or sorcery. Most of the bad things are enchantments.
Can I search for a artifact that also is an instant because it's an adventure?
I
Mm.
don't.
I don't think
that's
so,
How that
no.
works?
But it's an instant. It even says it on the card.
Think of adventure like
It's
an
adventure
activated
instant,
ability.
not an adventure. Yeah, yeah. It's adventure instant.
It's still a spell when you
Instant.
cast it, but the super type for the card is what the super type is.
Let's go with an onward victory.
Oh,
Okay, what are we looking forward
It
to on that?
Pumps on the front end and bumps on the back end.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to worry about that part because you're already definitely close. I think it's me and him that have to worry about that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't waste X into just 2 more commander damage.
3.
Yeah.
21, 2 more commander damage.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Free my lord.
I guess that's a thing.
What curtains? No, not curtains.
On to Chris's turn.
All right. Well, at the end of Dan's turn, so I get some value out of this, I'm going to cast Spatial Contortion. Target creature gets +3, -3 until end of turn. I'm going to go after one of Vince's orphanages.
Aww. Which one?
Let's go with the real one.
That makes sense.
That tracks.
Yeah, and then it gets exiled for the rebound,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll be my turn.
You get the rebound
my
and then the
other one?
Yeah, I'm burning your orphanage down, so to
What?
speak.
That is horrible. Mostly
I
because I don't
know.
want to lose it. but
Wait.
also- you know you could have just
I
did
mean,
it to
you could have
bad.
taken this out.
Oh, no, you couldn't have. It's
Yeah, you
It's
could've.
a, it's
I could've.
It's a 0-2.
It's only
or
indestructible
a
on my
1.
turn.
No,
You
it's a
could've done
0-2.
That's true.
Or
He's
it's a
expecting it to kill
2-3,
Ken.
and it would have got
I
-3.
guess so.
Sorry.
Or you-
Wow, that was probably one of the few ways I could have dealt with that.
Yep.
Thanks for pointing that out now, Ken.
I mean, I thought you had it.
I'm just wondering why it's so important that you deal with that.
Well, he's not going to do much on.
I'm just saying, what does it ever do to you?
I don't know. Like the fog bank's funny right now.
You know?
All right,
Bank's
draw,
funny.
draw for turn.
It's a problem.
It sparks joy. That's what it does.
Sparks joy.
All right. I will play Survivor's Encampment as my land.
Actually, would have been funny
charger.
if they did get rid of it, and I'll tell you why later.
All right. Now the fun part. I don't have oxen token, and I'm going to turn Zurgo into an ox.
Yay! I figured. You wanna? Does the enchantment
Oh,
pop?
yeah, I
or
was
does
gonna
it
give
stay
you-
Yeah,
on?
the
but
enchantment
that's
falls
even
off
better.
too.
How big's the ox?
2-4.
It's a 2/4.
Still.
Better than a 0-1 goat.
It's pretty neat. And then, sure, this seems like a good resource to use for my rate.
I just
My
nothing
spell.
but defense this game, and that's not what this deck is supposed to do at all.
I'm gonna pivot a little. I'm gonna cast Reality Smasher.
Oh man.
5/5 trample haste. When it becomes the target of a spell or an opponent controls, counter that spell unless its controller discards a card. Just a little big.
My children.
And then
Smash!
I feel like I should smash, but let me roll the planar die first, just in case.
Just in case you get to search for it, never mind.
This is true. I would like.
That's great.
That's good. That's a good oxen.
There's
Why
a
did
donkey.
you have to draw the same space as your balloon? That's what I want to know.
The balloon had that
That's a
creepy
nose.
Sure it is. Oh, no, I see
Do
it.
you have any creatures in your graveyard, Dan? Did you put Zurgo there?
I have a terrace worm.
Oh, this is true.
terrorist worm. Is that what you?
Terrace worm.
We
I said
can't
terrace.
let it win.
It's terrace. It hangs
That's
out.
why we don't
on
negotiate with
It
it.
hangs out in balconies. That's thank you. That's what I was gonna
It's a
say.
terrorist worm.
It's a
Okay.
terrace.
Hey.
That's what it says.
What's up? He's just standing on a balcony.
You've been to those apartment buildings before. You know, they're only like 2 stories, but for some reason, there's all the second
Yeah,
floor
I
have
heard
like a
He's
balcony.
just chilling, leaning against the fence,
They all have
smoking.
bikes and
I heard for
charcoal stoves on
Fat
them.
Tuesday it was down in Mardi
There's always
Gras.
somebody out there smoking.
I heard the worm was down in Mardi Gras on the terrace.
It's that guy who ambushes you by your mailbox to talk about his job, and you're like, dude, I don't know who you are. Why are you talking to me?
All right, I'll send the 5 directly at you, Dan.
What a backstory to a card
Things
that
got haze.
I didn't even know about. It's been around forever.
The card.
It's been from Return to Ravnica.
Yeah, no, I see that,
Yeah.
but I just, for some reason, either didn't remember it or
Oops, the sword?
that.
Oh, yeah.
I think I might just
I was
take
like,
the
what
5.
a backstory this
Cool.
card. That's-
Yes, don't mind the fact that I forgot that I gave you a creature while I declared.
Yeah, I mean,
Would you be
it
at
wouldn't have
38?
killed it.
You're at 43, you'd be at 38. Yeah.
Math.
Way to go. Main phase 2.
Yeah, you could have blocked.
I coulda.
Could have, should have.
He could have, but he didn't.
Surprised you didn't go after Soren.
That's why I didn't block.
Alright.
I think
Somebody
I'll-
else might want to go after Soren.
Sure. I'll cast Palladium Mirror in main phase 2. Taps to add 2 colorless.
Creatures on.
Yeah, and I'll pass to Kim.
Alright, untap. Okay. Draw. I'm just making
You've activated Vince's trap card.
Probably. So, I will pay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I. Oh, forgot. I played a planes.
Yes.
5. I'll play Aerial Extortionist. I could go after that Fog Bank. Because when it enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to a player, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may cast it.
Oh.
Whenever another target. Whenever another player casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. He's a 4/3.
You could.
Now you can deal with
You
the
could
fog bank.
exile it.
I could. Is it the problem?
I was gonna say the fact that I can cast it again. I guess it's not
Well,
horrible.
It would come back when it wouldn't be immortal.
But I would come back as 2 of them because I'm a commander. So
that's
I'm
true.
okay with it going away. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can also
Also-
just hit Vince's commander.
You could do that.
Could if you don't point that reality smasher at me. I could.
Oh, I haven't. I wasn't thinking about pointing the Reality Smasher at you.
Well, I'm just trying to make a deal here. If you don't.
No, I
point
mean
it at
I'm.
me.
I mean I can point it wherever I like. So
Oh wow.
Well,
Well, I'm trying to give you a bonus of what it does when it,
okay,
doesn't it have when it enters the battle? No, whenever it
somebody has to target it.
becomes a target.
Yeah.
It's like a trample and haste.
Hmm.
I was saving this actually for Zurgo, but
You're welcome.
that you handled Zurgo.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that was coming as soon as he said what the card did.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll do the fog bane. You can cast it.
I
anytime.
know.
I'll be able to draw a card when you do. So, upside, downside.
Dude.
Yeah, it doesn't leave me any mana. This is tapped. Everybody has 3 poison counters, so
we all lose a life?
Everybody loses a life,
Ooh.
except me. And I can't afford to do anything.
No?
No.
You can always crack your Cadaltha Forge Master if you wanted to. If you really, really wanted
To
to.
sacrifice 3 artifacts.
Yeah, it can count itself.
Right.
3.
I don't know what cool artifacts you have in here, but you know.
I know. I'm gonna pass. To rethink this here. 'Cause I don't know
Untap.
what-
And
I mean, it's not amazing. Put a pillage report back up. That's like
going to play
that's what I was getting at with hitting it.
Island.
You can use it.
For the sake of
Like a
playing
double flyer.
Island.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pay 5. I'm going to cast Mold Drifter.
Whoa.
I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm going to make a copy of it because of my commander. That's a 1/1. I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Just a few cards.
Yay! I'm going to have to discard something, but that's okay.
A lot of cards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alrighty then. So, my Mold Drifter is a 3/3, and my copy is a 2/2 because of my favorable wins. I am going to roll, because I get one.
Oh,
You did it.
You did
Time
it.
to go to Parashasha Foothills? Parasha Foothills. It's better when it's closer to my eyes. Whenever a creature I control attacks a player, for each other opponent, I may put a token that's a copy of that creature on the battlefield tapped. Oh, myriad. Tapped and attacking that opponent. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step.
Neat.
If you Rickroll, you can sacrifice any number of creatures. If you do, Karasha Foothills deals that much damage to target creature. Well, now I have to attack because this is just going to be kind of decent.
Pretty good.
So I guess the safest would be to attack you for 4, Chris.
Yep.
And then everybody's going to just get the 3, though, correct? Because this.
Yeah, because it won't copy the counters.
So a 4 at you with my commander, and then 2 3/3s at you guys.
Oh, but it doesn't make them non-legendary.
Also, they just.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess never mind. But I mean, they do.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take the real damage.
It automatically does it, so I guess the
Yeah.
fact that they fizzle, they just fizzle.
Yep.
Or shit.
Remember to exile those at the beginning of your next end step.
Well, as I do that,
And then you
I
can
also-
sacrifice any number of creatures.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh.
I am going to discard a card because I have 8 cards in my hand, and it's going to be environmental sciences.
Good card.
I know, but it has to be the one I discard. And then I'll exile my.
Oh, we gotta fight global warming, Vince.
Yeah, I figure it's a losing battle, so discard. Over to you, Dan.
Wow.
Alright. Think I would have decided what to do, but I haven't.
So much time.
Dan's
I just
calculating
paid
how to
5
kill
to draw
Ken.
4 cards. That is good.
It's not gonna happen this
He truly is trying to kill me.
No, you've been slowed down enough. You haven't brought your commander back.
Hard.
You were hanging by a thread, so you're okay, is what he just said.
Wow.
The problem right now is Chris. I'm really surprised you
Really?
didn't recast your.
I wanted to draw
Frog
4
banks,
cards for
yeah.
5 mana, is why I didn't recast.
Seems
Frog
good. That's a decent rate.
Bank. That's why
Don't draw nothing off the fog
Yeah,
bank.
no, it would have been cool to have 2 phone
I will.
banks, but I'm okay with blocking and losing one of these, or both of these, because they're just there for them.
They did,
Yeah.
they did the work.
Yeah.
Which is why
Uh-oh.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, you want to get a counter on it, I see. Told you you'd get it eventually.
Oh yeah.
At least he's not flying anymore.
Took it.
7.
I will block with my copy of Mold Drifter, which is a 2/2. Doesn't matter because your thing's indestructible.
Yeah.
Here's your counter.
Got me a counter.
And gain 7 life.
Put him on the counter.
Oh yeah. Dang, that lifelink is on.
Not
Bitch.
cool, bro.
That's why I like them.
I'm
Let's
surprised
see.
it's still there. I thought Chris was gonna attack it. I know we only brought it down to 1. I'm just saying.
I'm
You
gonna
probably would have also blocked then too.
+2 it
That's a good
and ping Chris for a 1.
Fair.
See, should have killed it.
And then let's see if we can go somewhere else. No.
Oh,
Not today.
Unless.
don't pack your bags.
Unless.
Nope, we're done.
He did his thing.
Unless.
Huh, you know what? You know what? Because it's funny, end of your turn, Dan, I'm going to Forge of Heroes and put a +1/+1 counter on Zurgo for you. Since it
Yay.
entered the battlefield this turn.
Wow.
Jeez.
Hey, he wanted a counter. Now he gets 2.
Moving the board along.
Alright, ooh, I don't untap.
Now the
Assault
funny
Bomb.
part, he destroys it.
I was just gonna say, you're about to get another ox. Want to see the meme?
Totally.
It sounds 100% like something I'd do.
Consider yourself oxed.
Get oxed.
Oxymoron. Oh wait, did you aim those other 2 copies at me and Chris and then sacrifice
Yes,
them?
that's what happened.
Thank God I didn't have to deal with that. Oh wait, I did. Because you went after them with the copies that fizzled.
We're like, nah. Oh, it's gone before it hit us.
It was like,
Gone too soon.
Illusion.
Like the snap.
yeah.
They blipped.
Oh, okay, I'll pay 7.
That's scary.
It's a lot of mana. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to cast Spine of Ishsa.
Oh.
When it enters the battlefield, destroy target Zurgo the Helm
Consider yourself not oxed. That's even more of a slap in the face that he didn't deem it worthy of another ox.
No, it makes sense. Hold that card in reserve.
Yeah, also, when it's put in the graveyard from the battlefield, I get to return it to its owner's hand. Alright, then...
That does the same thing when it leaves the battlefield, right?
No, it doesn't pop anything.
That's not like the other. Okay.
It's not like a
Yeah.
Icar Wellspring.
Yeah, there's 2 other ones that are like.
Yeah.
End of the draw card when you neutralize.
Yeah,
it.
no,
That's
it
different.
just enters battlefield, but when it goes away, you get to back to your hand so you can replay it.
You are putting it in your graveyard.
Yeah.
Fun to know.
Somebody could exile my graveyard.
Yeah, and
Then I'll
white.
move
you
to
could
command zone.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Alright, combat. This time, Real Reality Smasher's going at Soren directly, and then the other 2 will actually go towards you guys.
Ooh. Guess I'll have to block with my other mole drifter.
They have trample.
I guess I will just. Wait, how big is it?
It's a 5/5.
I would still take. Yeah, I'll just take the 5 then. Thank you
take
for
the
letting
5.
me know.
You're welcome.
Let's see.
I did it.
What's Dan gonna do?
Now, because it went after the Planeswalker, not him, does he get one at him?
You can block with
Yeah, the real one.
No, he's
You
saying
went at
you went
his
after
Planeswalker,
Soren.
so does one still go at Dan?
No. Dan controls
Okay,
Soren,
okay.
so yeah.
Because that would be mean.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'll
I
block it
didn't
with the
know.
ox.
Oh,
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
1 will spill over, so they'll just link Soren down to 7.
Makes sense.
Yep, no great loss there. Okay, and yeah. Let me roll the planar die main phase 2, see what happens. Chaos. What does chaos do?
Chouse.
I actually don't remember.
Ciao.
Yes. I may sacrifice any number of creatures. If I do,
All of them.
Karasha Foothills deals that much damage to target creature.
Oh, that's right.
How appealing. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
I will sacrifice 0.
That's a big number.
Well, which one are you going to deal 0 damage to?
The Fog Bank.
Makes sense.
Boing. Yeah.
Speaking of, yeah, I'll cast with Palladium Mirror Mana. Milliken.
Oh.
It's a 0/1, tap, mill card, add mana. And on that note, go ahead, Ken.
I'd just
Okay.
like to remind everybody that his next turn, his commander can come out now.
Okay, I get that.
If everyone's yeah.
One tapping.
Since you're broadcasting it, I could have brought her out this turn.
Well, when you said I didn't realize it because when you said 7 and then you had 2 more mana there, and that's 8. I'm just counting 9.
Actually, no, I was 1 short. I missed my land drop this turn, so.
I'll play Open the Armory. I search my library for an Aurora, or equipment card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library.
Sword of Dungeons and Dragons, correct?
Reveal
right.
it. Reveal it. Reveal it.
I gotta find it.
I just want to see what it is.
Commander's Plate.
Oh, okay, that.
Commander's Plate. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has protection from each color. It's not in its commander's color identity.
Oh,
Equipped commander for 3. Equipped anything else for 5.
boy, oh buckets.
That goes to my hand. That's one drop. Okay. Oh. I spent 3 mana for something that cost 2. So pay the 2. The other 3 will be for Skrelv, Defector Mite.
There we go.
Not haste.
And that will go into...
Of course, you do this when I have Forge of Heroes tapped. Now I can't buff your commander. How could you?
I'm a bad man.
No diplomacy for
No
you.
diplomacy for me. Boy. So I do have a 4/3 flyer.
With Myriad.
Vince is the only one with flyers.
Probably plane.
I'll be able to block for sure.
You could cut that
Oh
up.
yeah, if you can.
I am going to swing
I
at
gotcha.
Dan with the original, and then 2.
So we're all
Yep.
also getting 4 3s.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have to block with Mold Drifter so I don't.
It doesn't
Right.
wait before damage. Doesn't it trigger when it attacks again?
Enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to
Oh.
a player, exile 1 target.
And
whenever, like, if he casts his Fog Bank, I'll draw a card.
Okay, so fun fact before everybody does anything.
The 2 entering the battlefield cause a...
Yeah, so you're going to get 3 triggers. So
Well,
pick what you want.
That's right, 'cause you
Exiling
got-
with this.
That's right, because you got 3 of them.
so
Okay.
exile
Yeah,
that.
and then what are you exiling with the tokens?
Well, the original's going at Dan, so the first token exiled that. The one going at Dan, I'll exile that Skulk Key thing. You can recast it.
Oh, that's right. It goes to exile.
Yeah, it goes to exile and you can recast it if you want. And for fun, I'll exile the Reality Smasher.
And then we're all getting 4 damage. right?
Yes, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is it enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to a player?
Or attacks.
Or
attacks.
Yeah.
So what do I technically get? 2 per...
So it entered the battlefield.
2
That was
entered,
last
2
And 2
entered...
more entered the battlefield.
It's not going to see the tokens entering the battlefield attacking because they're already attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't have the
It
attack
happened
trigger.
at 1. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it can exile the correct number of permanents.
moving to second main, we'll give it a roll. Okay. And then I will pay 1, which will play Commander's Plate, and then I'll pay them 1 extra
Yeah, I'll
mana.
lose 1 because of the.
Yep, because of the Atlas. Almanac.
Okay. And
The Farmer's Almanac.
That is, yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Untap. Untap. And. Oh boy. First I'll play Environment. Then, choices. I will pay 6. I will cast Steel Hellkite,
Ooh.
which will give me a 1/1 version of Steel Hellkite because it does fly. Yeah, I know, but it still
And
has. It still has.
No, yeah.
So the original is a 5/5 flying. I could pay 2 to give it +1/+0 for each time I pay 2. I could also pay X to destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost X, whose controller was dealt damage by Steel Hellkite this turn. So that's the more important.
It's a beefy flyer.
So this is a 6/6, and the other one's a 2/2 because of favorable.
Why is it gotta have no color? That's what bothers me.
Well, you know.
Artifacts.
Artifacts.
Yeah. That took everything.
That Steel Hellkite or their steel-toed boots today.
I'm gonna try to roll.
I think it doesn't have haste.
Because that didn't do anything. Yeah, I know. That would actually be ideal.
That'd be OP.
Maybe I should do something. I don't think I can. I mean, I can.
You can punch Soren with who's he? What's it?
I thought about
Yeah,
that, but
kidneys.
Jin isn't. You know, there's a lot of threats on the board, and me and Dan haven't really hurt each other yet. So I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want 3 enemies. You're gonna kind of have you guys.
Who's an enemy?
Well, him for sure since the beginning of this game.
Yeah.
I did the thing.
And you're getting ready to cast your commander, and I just, for some reason, I have a feeling you're going to choose me. I mean, I could be wrong, I guess.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
You really
But
haven't? I don't know. I thought you've been thinking of...
I was thinking of a different idea, but
I got you.
well, I would say like if you leave Soren undealt with, Dan will be able to just bring back Zurgo next turn on his turn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, either way, whoever I attack... Oh, that's right, because it's legendary. All right. Yeah.
This is still out, so.
I know. It gets myriad, but it's legendary, so it still would only go
Oh,
one way.
yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know if it was.
I mean,
dragon.
Zurgo
my
is
God.
mean, but it hasn't done
Okay,
anything
fair
to
enough.
me yet. I don't know. I'm just...
You can also just add more commander damage on Dan. That's
Still
fair
sits
too.
at the highest life total.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I know. The lifelink thing has been... Yeah, I think I
Kind of prolific.
will do it without going after the Planeswalker. I think I'll just attack Dan for 4 with the commander and not bother the Planeswalker.
Alright, I won't kill you next turn.
The other two
Jeez. what is it
appreciates that.
gonna? What's it gonna be at? Return?
Minus X.
Oh, X.
Yeah.
Which is the mana cost of the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zurgo's
Yeah.
5, so
So
he already meets that
he's
threshold.
there.
How much commander damage for Donal? Have you had this game, Dan? Is this the first time Donal's hit you?
Yes, I
Should have
believe
been,
so.
yeah.
Okay, so 4 from Donal.
Because I hit him with the Skrelv.
Um,
Donal.
Honestly, that's all I can do because...
Donal, the Herald of Ducks.
Oh,
Yes.
now, because they fizzle, does this still count whenever I attack with 2 or more creatures?
You have to attack with them. The tokens at your play attack.
They
So that's
automatically-
not going to see them.
Oh, so it's him attacking that causes the trigger,
Yes.
not the fact that they're already attacking.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I was trying to get a free card.
Information.
Yeah, no, that's it. You can go down. Yeah, actually.
Imaginary numbers.
Remove X, so X is 5, down
Yep.
to 2.
Oh no.
Yeah, Zurgo back for 3.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got a coupon.
Yeah, exactly.
And here comes the
Commander
receipt.
coupon. Oh no, that's the mail-in rebate.
Let's do
I
a
don't
Temple
think
of
it's a mail-in
Triumph.
rebate.
Scry 1.
You put it to the bottom. Wasn't that triumphant?
Filtering. Lizard Blades.
Ooh.
I have the Elspeth one.
3/4. Reconfigure.
Oh no.
That's pretty neat.
Does that say double strike?
It
Yes,
does.
it does.
Equipped creature is double strike. So he is now a 7/2 double strike.
But it's a creature on its own.
You can have it be a creature on its own if it's not a creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a 1/1 double strike or give something double strike.
Right.
Double whammy.
That's a whammy.
Alright, let's see how things play out, Chris.
Oh boy.
I'm not surprised. I don't remember what victory does, but I'm sure I'm about to find out. I'll block with Milliken.
What's victory? What are you talking about?
You're the split card you got from earlier?
Oh, that?
Yeah. Am I about to find out?
It's got to be cast from after, or from whatever.
From the graveyard.
Oh,
So you're
second-
declaring that for blocking?
I'm declaring a 0/1 as a blocker.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
But, let's do... Ride down.
Yeah. Alright. Gets blown up. Zurgo gets trampled.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take a 14 commander damage.
Ouch.
And I gain 14.
Ouch. I don't know which one of those is worse.
Oh
my God.
20.
Oh, you got a collection going.
Yeah.
Hey, you're close to me with the.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Whatever, if I had more mana, you'd be dead.
I,
my God.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Man.
I'm scared.
And then just for snicks and giggles, Ken, you can draw a card because I'm casting Skeleton Key.
Yay.
Oh.
Yay.
Alright.
All set there, Dan?
Yep.
All right. I'll untap all the things that I'm allowed to untap. I'll draw for turn.
Bye, Soren.
He
Bye, Zurgo.
He served his purpose.
Zurgo.
Neither of them are
If
making it
Zurgo
to next
didn't have
turn.
haste, your game would have been bad. Because of how many times that's left the board. But
Yeah.
thank God that thing has haste for you.
He'd be pretty bad without haste.
I agree.
50.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die to poison counters.
You're 3.
I'm higher, but sure he's got a decent amount of proliferate in there. We just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that's a lot of old things went to the graveyard.
I have a feeling his plan was to make a bunch of
My
mites
soul
and
ring?
sacrifice the mites to do the proliferate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Proliferate.
They can't block, so what's the point of keeping them?
And
I can.
Clover for 11.
Might not. Who knows?
Chris is thinking.
Ken.
That's what's burning.
Dan doesn't like what other people think.
He smells like burning rubber.
Alright, Ken, I want to cut you a deal.
Are you now?
I need you to sacrifice an artifact to proliferate my ever-flowing chalice.
Wow.
To have the mana to attack with your.
All of this to deal with Dan.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Look,
Actually.
if you take
That was
my
a one-time
turn,
thing.
if you take my turn,
I think he wants
dude,
Dan's turn.
No, I want Ken's turn.
Oh, you want Ken's
Yeah,
turn?
I want Ken to get 2 turns in a row.
If you take my turn,
Without hurting.
because for some reason when I'm looking at the graveyard, you're like, you could do something cool, and I'm like,
I think he has another
do the
plan,
cool
though.
thing. I'm saying, if you promise to do the cool thing that you were talking about,
I mean, it won't look cool, but it's like, yeah, this helps kill Dan faster.
It ain't gonna look cool. I don't want to see it. You're not gonna wear sunglasses while smoking a cigarette. You're not gonna look cool. I don't want to see it.
all right, if that's a deal,
Okay.
I will. Okay.
I feel good when everybody decides I'm the problem.
You're at 50 life. I will.
It means I'm playing well.
Sacrifice Koloth, Forge Master, and Throne of Geth will proliferate. Sorry, you didn't hear about the poison clause.
I mean, I'm
give him a
fine.
yeah, give him a poison
I'm
one
fine
too.
with
You
that.
can proliferate that.
Well, you haven't attacked me with it.
You
Yeah,
can, you
I
can
really don't even-
proliferate this as well. Just saying.
And my wand.
Yeah, you could do. You could be nice to.
What else do you want?
happiness.
Well,
Spread them around.
If you
I will never
leave me for last to swing at with Zurgo once you're done decimating your other opponents, yes, I will proliferate.
He's gonna kill Soren. It's not, there's no point in making that deal.
Oh, okay. I'll proliferate this time. Since you haven't.
That doesn't help or hurt as much, but I'll never attack you with my commander. How's that?
Yeah, friendship.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, friendship. Speaking of
Do you have an
friendship,
exploding rainbow graphic with like a unicorn you can put there?
Friendship.
You know, your fists collide in a cloud of rainbow.
Yeah, that
and
one
a
scene in the
unicorn
Deadpool
shoots
game
out.
with the cutaway where he's on the unit.
and then Emrakul comes bursting through the rainbow. Bam! 10 mana. Emrakul, the promised end.
It's
Taste
not
the
coming at
rainbow.
me, and I'm still scared.
Oh no, Chris.
That's how scary.
Yeah.
That means we switch places.
Actually, I'll use Palladium Mirror's mana to transmortify. I would like to pop Vince's real Steel Hoping.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
But you get an Ox out of it.
Wow.
Dan already drew one.
You can draw your own if you like.
I'll take
His
yours.
horn's a little meh.
That's okay.
Still, it's beautiful.
Maybe change it to an ear and give him other horns. I don't know.
Do you get 2 of those or no?
No, it's not flying.
It doesn't fly. He also didn't cast it.
When an
Oh,
ox
yeah.
flies.
This is what it looks like.
Alright, so end step, and then the next turn. Ooh, whoa!
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird. Alright, I guess I'll untap.
Ken, you grew hair.
Draw for turn.
Now he knows
Yes.
my plan. It wasn't that good. He's doing way better than me.
We can try to fix that. Alright, I'll play a Plains for turn. And then I will.
Pass?
It is
You
the
would
name of
like
the channel.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Yes. So that's what's happening then, right?
Wow.
I mean, I said it out loud for a reason.
I mean, makes sense.
So much hate.
Hey,
Okay.
Just honest.
I just want to take my turn. That's the only time this game is fun.
Past that, he's playing solitaire. This
Well, if that's the case, then play more instance.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. I will flashback. Savine's Reclamation. I'll use Phyrexian Atlas. And
Damn it.
this plane.
So we all lose one,
Yes.
including your other you.
Yes.
Wrong way.
Womp womp.
Oh no, Dan's at 49.
Terrible.
Okay, so it can return target permanent with mana value 3 or less from a graveyard to the battlefield. This spell was cast from a graveyard. I may copy this spell. I may choose new targets for the copy. So first one's going to be Flensing Raptor, and next one is going to be a little less exciting, but a little helpful.
It's 2 you can?
Yeah, because it's being flashed back.
Oh, you copy.
I am going to, because the copy is what's left, I'm just going to put that there so it's easier and just make sure that it's the 1/1.
Fair enough.
It's actually a 2/2, but so everyone's like, what is that copy?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, it's a small version of a steel Hellkite. Right now it's just an aluminum Hellkite.
Aluminum heck kite.
Yeah.
There's this one restaurant I
It's an
really
actual
liked.
kite. It's not a dragon.
There was a restaurant that was called Blue. The restaurant. It was a mostly a seafood restaurant. They closed, and they reopened. Now it's called Hex. All I think of is the middle.
From the middle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It passed by and said Hex, and it was like kind of all crooked written. I was like,
Hex.
We'll do the silly play. We'll get Soul Ring back.
silly.
Yeah.
Just
Did
put it
you
over there? with
Did you
the-
have an exile? Oh yeah, you
Now
did.
I do.
Ta-da!
Can you put these on so you see what you're doing?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Want to go blind?
Yes.
I feel bad for you. Feel bad for you.
So then,
Thanks.
so then Ken actually goes again after this.
Correct.
turn. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's really building up Ken's next turn.
Trying to.
Dude, he's gonna sacrifice all his artifacts to proliferate. It doesn't matter.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
You know,
He's just gonna be like, bye bye Commander's Plate, bye bye Soul Ring. Everyone gets a poison counter.
we had a deal. I think I'm getting the bad end of this deal. No.
Okay. Yeah. So Flencer Raptor enters battlefield. Give another target creature I control a toxic. Skrelv +1/+1 again. Give it flying until end of turn.
Ooh, cool.
So that's handy dandy.
Don't attack me, Chris.
Actually,
Yes. Chris doesn't have any flying. You can attack him.
with both of those.
No, it does have
this one just
flying.
came.
Oh,
It's
bummer.
flying trample protection from instance.
Okay. Then
Sorceries.
for 5 mana, I'll cast Gauntlet of Power.
Been waiting to play.
Wow, man, you
I'll
just had
shoot-
some bangers in your hand.
I'll choose white. Creatures of the chosen color get +1/+1. Whenever a basic land is tapped for mana of the chosen color, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of that color.
Wait, you sure you want white?
Yes.
Okay. What? You can treat over and say blue.
Yeah. I could say green too.
Purple.
I said colorless.
7.
All right. I will then go to combat. All right. Yeah. Skrelv is going at Dan. Then the copies will fizzle out, but then Aerial Extortionist will also attack Dan. There'll be 2 copies
That just
of these.
came out, right?
I didn't do this.
just
Remember
came
that?
out.
It was
Okay.
Ken who did
Yes.
that, not
Yeah, we'll see
Chris.
what happens on your next turn. That was one.
his
Why are you
next-
attacking me? What are you doing?
On his next turn, he gets to go again.
What was the total damage?
Well, let me. All right. So for the real one, I'm going to target.
Oh, that's right. You get to
It's
pop
a 2/2.
Yeah, I'll target Donal.
Really?
He's lived too long.
Really?
And then the opposing ones, I'll get Soren out of here to exile with
It goes to
with-
X, so you can recast it. So.
That is going to severely shut
It just goes to
It's not
exile.
land
Well,
permanent.
yeah,
There's no tax.
Yep.
nothing
And then
it, so.
on my board, I can choose up to, right? Exile up to 1. Yeah, I'm not going to target anything on my board. Surprise, surprise.
So now we all have to. We're getting
Yeah,
a
so-
4/4/3 at everyone with the myriad.
They are 5. Yeah, they are 5
You
4s.
could exile Spine of Ishtar.
I could then recast it.
All right, so I take 5 from the flyer. I take 2 from Skrelv.
Yes. And you get 2 commander.
And
I'm
I
sorry,
already
it's
took
gonna
the poison.
be 3 because the Flensor Raptor and the Gauntlet are buffing it. And then you get the 1 poison.
I'm thinking if I should block or not. I'm getting. Now forget it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
4, 5.
Yep.
Alright, it is what it is.
Yeah, and then
Done much this game.
all right, and then Emrakul's gonna block the other token. Wink. Free birds. It's a bird mac.
I got
Tom is free as a bird now.
Okay, this is gonna look a little sus, but because you have Gauntlet of Power, it actually turns out fine.
Sacrifice the earth.
I will use Throne of
Sacrifice it all
Gift to
and
sack Soul
proliferate.
Ring.
I told you I was slapping it.
I'll proliferate that,
Yeah.
that, this, and that.
Super mean. We could all die to that. See, I told you the 50 is not.
Chris is just trying to make sure I go after Ken next.
All right, and with that, I should try to roll actually. Hua! Amazing.
I forgot we were doing Planechase.
A world,
It's been hidden all
a
week.
world of success. All right, and with that, I'll pass my turn.
Oh,
Whoa!
You guys wonder why I don't play good cards. They don't
That was a
last on the
trip.
board very long.
That's standard.
All right, are we sure we're on the right side?
yes, I think so.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll untap.
No, you're on my left side.
You guys are on that side of the table all the
Draw.
time.
Oh, hey, he's back. Play a planes for turn. Who saw that coming in an all-white deck?
Ooh, I'm shocked.
Everything taps for 2 because of Gauntlet of Power.
All of your planes tap for
Planes,
2.
Yes, except so.
Yeah. Ostensibly, Dan's planes will also tap for 2.
All one of them.
So these 3 will count for 6, and I'll play Apostle of Invasion, Flying Corrupted. As long as your opponents have 3 or more poison counters, Apostle of Invasion has double strike. It's a 4/4. I will pay.
Did you pay 6?
Yeah, 2,
Oh, okay.
4, 6. Yeah. I'll tap this and this. That's 3. So the commander's plate will go on to Skrelv.
Cool.
We all lose
we all
one.
lose one. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll pay 4. 5, 6. 2 of it will go to put out Plague Mirror. Infect. Tap to add 1 colorless mana pool. It's a 1/1. And then it's 1. It's 6. So 2
I've seen
there.
that card before.
That'll leave me with 6, 5, 4. That'll be 1 floating in the end here. I'll tap, and I'll create a 1/1 Phyrexian mite creature token with toxic 1. Now we go to combat. I'll swing the original Aerial Extortionist at Dan. The copies will obviously go at you. 2.
Yep.
So there are 5 4s.
I am going to block this time with my health because I think I have no choice.
Well, what is he exiling?
Oh.
Well, actually, finish declaring all attackers.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we'll go from there.
Well, since Dan still is at the top there, I will attack with Skrelv at Dan.
I mean, we're all getting everything.
Well,
oh, no,
the other 2
yeah,
will
Yeah.
fizzle.
All right, I keep forgetting. Man, this thing needs to go. This thing is way
So this
too
is a
complicated.
4/4 toxic 1, and then
Should have killed Ken when I had a chance.
Actually, no. Let me take that back.
You weren't to know he was going to take 2
Hold on.
turns in a row.
Okay, so definitely the Aerial Extortionist is
Yep.
going. The other one's going to be the Fleecing Raptor. The original is going at Dan, and then I'm going to pay 2 life. 15. I will tap him. I'll choose a color. Another target creature you control gains toxic 1 and hexproof from that color until end of turn. That'll be the Aerial Extortionist.
I'm so confused.
This is bad.
I think I'm doing
coming at
this
me.
out of order, but
No,
yeah,
no,
the original
you're-
2 are coming
you're
at you,
good
and
so
then
far, but
you're both getting a 2/2
you
and a
need
4/3.
to exile the things before we block.
So
Yeah.
I will exile the Steel Hellkite, I will exile Emrakul,
Yep.
and I will exile.
This is the token, so this is just gonna go.
Zurgo.
Okay, so now we're going.
They can be cast from exile.
Correct.
Yes, yes, yes.
Commander tax doesn't apply.
That one was my token, so that's why I just put it back.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
So I guess since you're getting the real ones, maybe you go first.
Alright, what was the total damage at me?
4, 5, 6,
Plus your commander?
2 toxic.
Yeah, so you're gonna take 2.
My commander's not coming at you.
Oh, just
I-
6?
yeah.
Yeah.
And 2 poison counters.
And 2, I'm up to 8.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have no blocks, so I am.
They're not gonna. The copies aren't
How
gonna
much
get
is it
this, right?
total? Did you say?
No,
The toxin.
it's
5,
6.
6,
4, or I'm sorry,
8,
5,
8,
6, 7, 8. I'm sorry, Dan. That's 8 damage.
2, 3, 4, 5,
it's
6,
toxic
7, 8. And then I take 2 poison
I
counters
did
as
it
well.
too.
No, it should get the toxic as well.
Even the copies?
It's applied to the creature
Yeah.
card until end of turn.
Yep.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
I
you
got
get-
it. I took it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Like
Now that we're
commander.
done with my very
Yeah.
confusing attack phase that I made,
Roll a player dice.
I will sacrifice this Phyrexian in my second main. I'll
Oof.
sacrifice this Phyrexian and I'll proliferate all your.
You gonna do it once more?
I can't.
Tapped.
I'm out of
Alright.
whatchamacallits. Now I'll roll a planar dice, and that will end my turn.
Okay, I guess. I don't know what to do here.
Take your turn.
Sorry, it's been a while. I don't know what I do with my hands.
Play a land and pass.
We'll see if I get one.
Well, pick up your
Draw.
hand. Pick up your hand.
Play Pot of Greed.
Play the land. Alright,
Horn of Greed.
God, I gotta cast my commander to even get any kind of anything. Ken, you will be drawing a card because I'm gonna pay 4 to cast my commander from exile.
Steve Holt.
And then, you gotta cast something I can get 2 of. Or else I die. Very, very bad death.
If it gets around to me, yeah, I'll get you guys with poison. If not,
There's no way Dan Litton will get back to your turn.
yeah, I know.
I am going to pay. Oh,
Luckily, I got
too
two
bad.
blockers.
No, that can stay there. I'm gonna pay 3, and I am going to cast Gargarosma, and I will get a second 1/1 copy of a Defender Flying Prevent all combat damage dealt to. Good.
Zomas.
So that'll help because I've pretty much been playing defense this whole game.
Yeah.
But it'll be a 2/2 defender because of favorable winds, and the original is going to be a 2/4. I just cast my commander. I have this freaking ox. Man, I could put you at 2
Yeah.
because of your dumb ox.
Yep.
Backfire.
I like that idea.
I think I will. I'll take you for 2. Chris.
Myriad.
Yeah, but the ox. The ox.
Everyone else gets an ox. So you have to take 2 and you can block.
Like a block with the Apostle of Invasion.
Alright, so that's cool that happened. I didn't think I'd be able to do anything, but Ox
Surprise.
came in clutch.
Oxen free.
Let me roll this one time because I can. And never mind.
I think this is where the game.
That's how you take
I think this is where the tide
fast.
of battle will change.
It's.
Go ahead, Dan.
It's a very. I don't know.
It's pretty combat oriented plane.
You
Live by the sword, die
You
by
can
the
kill 2
sword.
people this turn,
I
Dan.
feel like I'm at.
I think he can.
Point, but
He's at 2 and he's very close to commander death.
I don't know that I can punch through his blockers.
Oh, good point.
hey, at least there's no commander tax there.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows. He's calculating.
He is a calculating.
I need a way to deal with Ken's blockers. I can kill Chris. That's not an issue. He has no blockers.
That thing just automatically.
Yeah,
I have
just
a
a creature.
Yeah.
1/1 double strike.
I'm glad he noticed that because I was really hoping he didn't.
No, Chris is gonna
I can
die.
see it. I'm like,
But if I let it get back to Ken's turn, Ken wins.
Oh, no doubt.
So I'm just trying to figure out how. Like, part of me is like, maybe I should leave Chris alive so that he deals with Ken.
but he might not.
He might not, but then either way, Ken wins.
Because if he gets proliferated on, he'll die.
either he deals with it or Ken wins, you know?
He's at 7. He doesn't have to deal with it.
if
and then
He
we
just has to
lose.
sacrifice like 3 things or whatever.
No,
right?
but he can only do
No,
one
he just
a turn.
has to sack one.
Whatever.
Yeah, so
Sack
he's
one,
good.
you two are done.
We are dead.
I know. I'm just saying either way.
The fearful part is if
He could just
if-
attack
I
him with
can't
everything.
kill Ken.
I know that. I
Ken
know that.
kills me.
Here's the
That's
old.
what
So
that's
killing
the-
Chris is irrelevant. I can do it just because it's funny.
But if he brings Emrakul back, you're dead. Because
Yeah.
he'll take my turn and kill you.
Yeah, but proliferate.
Again, If it makes it to your turn, I'm dead.
Regardless.
If I kill Chris and don't deal with you, I'm dead.
Yeah.
If I leave Chris alive and he kills me, I'm dead. All of this is I'm dead. You're not telling me anything I don't know. If I can't kill you,
I'm giving you incentive
this
to kill
turn,
Chris.
it's irrelevant
So
if
you're-
I kill Chris or not.
So you're saying the only way to win is not to play? That's what you're saying, Dan?
So
No, I'm saying
I know what
I
you
need a
don't
Hail
have in your
Mary.
hand right now.
You have two
don't have
blockers, right,
leeches
Ken?
in your hand right
Yes.
now.
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah,
Four,
yeah.
no, well, I'm sorry.
One.
Yeah.
A 5/5 and a 2/2, and the 2/2 is infect.
all right, let's
Well, it would be funny if he did. Fooled you, leeches, no poison powers.
Oh my god.
That would be very funny.
Oh man, would it?
I don't think Dad would go out that...
let's throw a Hail Mary and cycle Wander in Death. Nope, that didn't do me any good.
No murder, huh?
No, that's what I needed.
Destroy target player.
Oh wow.
Pretty much.
You can't do much to Skrelv unless you destroy the
And
plate.
honestly, he did proliferate the long way just once. Like if he had more, like this would have been a lot.
Oh, yeah, if he was able to keep cranking it out.
adding the toxic and then proliferate.
Oh, for us too, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you rolled for a turn,
I
Dan?
am not. Let's see what else we can go.
That could be a saving grace right there.
Board wipe.
What's that do?
You sacrifice any number of creatures. If you do, it deals that much damage to target creature.
Hmm.
So
Hear that? Target Chris.
creature.
Well,
I'm
We
a
could
player.
kill this by sacrificing this creature, but that don't work.
Do I let Ken win or do I leave Chris alive?
Chris might win if you leave him alive, because he could just take Ken's turn and...
Oh.
Doesn't do anything.
Taste.
You're just gonna block it.
I am just gonna block it, but taste.
Yeah. It's just whether or not I kill Chris.
I guess it might have been worth it to sack your lizard blades to get rid of a blocker on Ken's side, because that leaves him with one.
That's true. But that helps you too much.
Well, it's the thing of it is like you said, you either kill Chris, or if you don't, then he might have an answer.
I think
I
I
might
think
be-
my
Which
best
either
move
way
is
we
to
lose,
not-
because he's going to proliferate. I mean, obviously, there's no
Yeah.
reason why you
Yeah.
wouldn't. So
I mean,
do
I
you
could-
want to win or to win?
Let's let dice
I'm not even
decide.
guaranteed to win
Here's
if he leaves
fate.
me alive.
Chris is
don't
odd,
think
so
so?
he's even.
No.
I'm kidding. Odd, even. Let's see.
Unless you can remove this, I've got the advantage.
Odd. What did that mean?
I don't know.
I think it meant favor Chris.
Yeah.
7-2 at Ken, and nothing at Chris.
I will block
Okay.
with this plague mirror. Is that trample over?
No, there's no
Nope.
trample. If it's trample, you'd die.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't have been having this whole long debate. Alright. Go ahead, Chris.
What can
It all
do?
rests on me. I don't know.
Well, it's
You have the best
You
chance. We lose automatically, really.
The question is whether or not you kill me and Vince and Ken.
That's also true. He could take his turn and not proliferate.
I know.
Why wouldn't he? Because he would just win.
All right, I'll play quick save.
Maybe he thinks he can't kill one, or he can't kill Ken, and that it's better for us to be alive to deal with Ken later.
Oh,
Aerial
would he-
extortion.
So
would he-
that's what
would
I'm
he
planning
do that
on.
though?
Plays
He
into
might.
it.
He might.
Well, if he can kill Ken, we're definitely getting
Some salt monolith that's not done tap.
Your bath salt monolith.
Yeah. I cannot pass go. Do not
No
collect
bubble
$200.
baths for you, sucker. And you're what? -1 on him
Mm-hmm.
because you only got one.
Oh, I have instant artifact and creature in my graveyard.
Oh, it goes.
Yeah, so Emrakul still 10, but Emrakul doesn't actually do anything here.
I'm gonna take my turn.
What do you figure?
Of course,
It's
they
the
have to
aerial
be a
extortionist
5/5.
becomes a problem, especially with this plane still active. He could just use all of his mana to try to move away from that plane. I think
I'm also trying to weigh my options that I do.
You could
have
take my
available.
turn, attack him, and not block. But that'd be 9 damage only.
Well, I could gain control of you during that player's next turn, so your turn won't become immediately
Yeah.
after mine. We'd have to wait to get to your
Right.
turn, and that
You'll be
means
dead by
we have
then.
to go through Ken.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, so the immediate problem is the Throne of Geth. So I think
Proliferation station. Oh, that's true. If you straight up just get rid of that, we could
yeah,
have
that. All right, I'm gonna use War Worm to draw a card. That didn't help.
He's digging. And hoping. And digging.
Oh, actually, this does net me mana. All right, I'll use Palladium Mirror. I think I'm going to be using a shitload of mana anyway. A cast Voltaic Key. Use the extra mana to untap Everflowing Chalice. And then... Where do we go from there? Alright, use Everflowing Chalice. Two floating colorless, and we'll use one to crack the Mind Stone. Still didn't get there. Oh wait, oh no, it's a little better. Still not quite there though. Use the 2 colorless and... Leaves me 1 short of everything else.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Oh, I feel
Do you want to roll in the meantime, and maybe that could help you?
No, nothing. I'm just spinning my wheels, so I'll
No,
just.
seriously, you could roll into a board-weight phenomenon.
You got a point there.
I mean, it's worth it.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay,
No,
so with the,
stop.
with
Destroy
the 2
all
colorless,
poison counters.
I'll spend 1.
That's a phenomenon.
Roll.
Yeah, there is one that just straight. Ooh,
Oh, okay.
no. We are going to
Where do we go?
Mursa. I'll let you read it.
Marasa, Zendikar.
Marasa.
Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tab, then shuffle their library. Rickroll, target land becomes a 4/4 creature that's still a land. Alright, that's very useful in another time of day. So I'll spend 2 to try to re-roll. Wait.
Nope.
Nope.
Alright.
Yeah, it's gotta go for broke here.
Uh-oh.
Might die again. Come on.
Oh
Oh, okay. Where are we going to now?
Oh, you heard a phenomenon.
You've hit a
See what you got here, buddy.
baby.
Reality shaping. When you encounter reality shaping, starting with
Right.
you, each player may put a permanent card from their hand onto the battlefield. Well, I have a permanent. I'll put causal Chandler on the battlefield.
I don't know which one.
What would you like to put on the battlefield, Ken?
Caged Sun.
Wow.
Choosing plain or white. Creatures you control the chosen color get +1/+1. Whenever lands tap, they add an additional color. So all my lands tap for 3 right now.
Nice. What you got?
I guess, I mean, I don't have anything super sweet, so I'll put Warden of Evo Isles out, which is a 2/2 flying, and creature spells I have with flying cast 1 less to cast.
Great.
Putting something else out would be dumb, because I wouldn't get 2 of them, because it's not casting.
Yeah. What do you got, Dan?
Indulgent Tormentor.
Ooh.
Flying. At the beginning of my upkeep, draw a card unless target opponent sacrifices a creature or pays 3 life.
Alright, that's the end of that phenomenon. Where do we actually end up?
Where do we go now?
It is Zephyr Maze.
Nice.
Oh,
Sing
sure.
that song.
Perfect. What a way to end it on. Creatures with flying get +2/+0. Creatures
Yes!
without flying get -2/-0. Rickroll, whenever you roll Chaos, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Speaking of...
So wait, so is that dead?
Why would it?
No, it's -2/-0.
Oh, I thought, my bad, I'm thinking in my head,
Yeah.
-2.
Alright, well, might as well end it on a high note.
+3/+3.
Oh, yeah. No,
Alright, with
twice.
Transmortifying Wand, even though you might have protection from all colors your commander isn't, you don't have protection from Ox!
Ah.
I'm gonna destroy your commander
Okay.
and give you an Ox.
Makes more sense.
Does that only destroy creatures?
Yes.
Oh, man, too bad you couldn't get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, did.
And on that note, over to you, Ken.
No!
Oh man, well, whatever.
Well, I'm glad I didn't kill Chris, but it didn't work.
Man, I don't have a copy to. Anyways,
If you don't proliferate and kill me and Dan, we might be able to help.
copy token.
Yeah, that's a good point.
help what?
You need help dealing with Chris.
Give him a copy token box.
I thought you were just going to draw one.
It'll be fine.
I don't have an
Ken's about to wipe us out.
Draw.
Maybe he won't. Maybe we could bargain with him to let us live.
Are you here to bargain?
I don't know why. I'm just. It would make no sense for him to be like, sure, why not?
So I get 3 mana per. So I'll use 1 to create
Give me one of the blank cards.
Defector Mite. I'll tap this. You guys
white marker.
all get a damage. 1
Damage?
That's 4.
Yep.
I'm gonna put down
I got
Rib Skiff. Toxic 2. It's a vehicle. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Crew 3.
Box.
Yep.
It's a boxing token.
Yeah, more than one would be boxing.
3. That's 9, so 5. So 5,
how
I'll
long it takes.
recast him.
And then he
So
passes
3,
his
6,
turn.
9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll use the 3 to put him on there. So this is 3, 6, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leaves me with 1 floating.
I feel it's meaner the way Infect is dragging out.
Or in the trenches, creatures you control get +1/+1. Pay 6. Exile target non-land permanent you don't control until in the trenches leaves the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. And I can only do it once per turn. All right,
That's a shame.
let's move to combat.
Yeah. Proliferate attacking with 2 things. I mean, I don't.
I will.
Oh, a single thing.
Yeah.
I'll just we'll sacrifice this. Proliferate. Proliferate.
Yeah.
Proliferate. Pay 2 life.
We are infected.
You die to poison. I'll
Every
give
rose has its thorn.
this infect, so that'll be 4 here, so 8, 9. I do kill him with
I'm
poison.
dead.
I not only kill him, but I kill him with poison at the same time.
Yeah.
Double kill. Triple
Skrelv.
kill.
Yeah.
Squeaks it out. I should have killed him earlier.
I
Literally squeaked it out.
I squeaked it
when
out.
he took his turn,
He could have done worse. He could have
he was trying to get it, and he could have. Yeah.
He could have
Yeah.
done like.
I couldn't get anything.
I think
I
I-
just couldn't get anything.
I think I
going. I was
miscalculated.
playing
I should
defense the
have
whole game. Like I just,
somehow gotten Dan to like an extra counter somehow.
I'd like to point out that since you lost, you obviously miscalculated.
True.
You spelled it wrong. Boxing.
Well, that's if there's more than one.
Don't care. I'm going to take a picture of this.
Oof, rough. Man, good game, Ken.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
GG.
think I expected to win on that. I'm like very surprised I got this
Honestly, when you hit that little lull in the middle, I thought you were pretty
Oh,
much done because
yeah.
everything is so small. I thought it was going to hit quick. But then I was like, nah, he'll be fine. He's got a bunch of proliferate stuff in there, and none of it ever came out.
Yeah.
This was clutch.
Yeah. Throwing a MVP of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, my mistake was when I got that free tutor, I should have looked for removal of artifact instead of.
Yeah, I had no
was
clue
dumb.
what you were
Yeah.
going for, but I was like, he's going to get
That's
something
what I
good.
thought-
What did you get? I forget.
He got that.
I got that double strike
oh,
thing.
right.
road,
That's
whatever
right.
it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Because I thought I'd get another free attack or two in, and you know. that would be
Planechase
useful.
came through, created a bunch of chaos as
Hey,
it
Planechase.
should.
But it's like immediately after I
Love
said
to
that's
hate
what I
Planechase.
wanted, I was like, that's dumb. Why did I do that?
That was a good plane chase though. Was
It totally turned my deck off.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't do really much with mine from Planechase this time.
G's, gentlemen. Good
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, good game. Down to the
Yeah.
wire for sure.
I
Everybody
didn't
was
get
low.
any